Hello everybody, Kevin here, Rafter94. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're back with another monthly update video. And today we're going to be talking about the games that we are going to be playing this month on September, as well as discussing some details regarding, the birthday, my birthday event that I have been somewhat planning, but I haven't really done it out yet. But if you guys are new to the channel, you probably don't know, but my birthday is on September, and usually I do something a little bit special, like show off something like a little, like Armored 3 film projects or some other stuff. Who knows? I haven't really thought about it yet, but usually I do something, something a little bit special, nothing too fancy. So I'll probably think of something, but for now, we're going to be talking about what kind of games we're going to be checking out for September. Right now, not really too many games coming out. There are a few big ones coming out, but it's not going to be like until like later on the month. But I think next month or October, that's where things is going to get a little bit crazy. So without further ado, let's get right into it. And of course, you probably have noticed I've been playing a lot of Metal Gear Solid Delta, aka Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake. And I've been having an absolute blast playing Metal Gear Solid 3. And, especially playing, like the new action style, seeing the new next-gen graphics, by playing exactly how the game was back in 2004. It's definitely a nice treat, and you know what, people have been asking for this for a very long time. People has been begging Konami for like a remake or a remaster of some sort for 3, and the game came out, and then now people are bashing it. So I don't get people sometimes. People wanted it, and then once Konami does it, or somebody does it, then it gets bashed on. So I'll be honest here. Like, we should be grateful we got a remake for any Metal Gear Solid game. They could have just easily, make another disaster like Metal Gear Survive. But yeah, I've been having a lot of blast playing the remake for Snake Eater, and it definitely has piqued my interest in playing through all the old Metal Gear Solid games again. And I might do that, but I think I am going to be playing them in order, since 3 is technically in canon wise is the first game. Essentially, that game is pretty much the origin story of pretty much the whole franchise. So I'm probably going to go in that order, where I'll be playing Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta Snake Eater. Then I might move on to Metal Gear Solid 5. Both Ground Zeroes and the Phantom Pain, and I know that's going to be a very long playthrough, considering that game is like full open world and there's a lot of things you can do in there. So that one's going to be definitely a long playthrough to go through. But never played Phantom Pain, so right now I'm really into the Metal Gear Solid franchise right now. So I kind of want to get that fixed and start playing through all the games. And of course, eventually we will play the OG Metal Gear Solid games, Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, Peace Walker and 4 are currently not ported officially yet, but I could play them through emulation, so I might end up doing that. But for now, we'll be focusing mainly on Snake Eater, and of course moving on to Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain. But yeah, I think we're getting pretty close to beating the game. I have beaten pretty much almost all the bosses in this game. There's only one left to beat. Well, 2, I guess. But yeah, I'm getting pretty close to the end of the game. I might consider, doing like a second playthrough, like a no alert, no kill run. I might try to do that. One. But like I said, so far I've been enjoying the game. I'm also glad that a lot of people who hasn't played any Metal Gear Solid games are enjoying it as well, and hopefully that will pique their interest in playing the older Metal Gear Solid game. Because as you've known, the Master Collection is out on consoles too, so they can easily go back and play the old Metal Gear Solid games. And hopefully they have the patience to play through it, because these games are, almost all the Metal Gear Solid games have been pretty damn good, except, of course, Survive. But yeah, we will be completing our playthrough for Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater this month for sure. I'm not sure about Metal Gear Solid 5 playthrough. I might end up doing that either later on September, or I might do it maybe next month for October, probably. I'm not sure. But it is going to be a lot of, it's going to take a lot of my time. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to trying out, Metal Gear Solid 5 because that's the only one I have not played yet. So I don't know nothing about it. The only thing I know is that it is definitely after Peace Walker. It's after Metal Gear Solid 3. You still play as Big Boss, aka Naked Snake. So you still play as him, but he is a lot more older in this one. And I have a feeling the story in Phantom Pain is probably going to be a bit darker, a bit grittier. And like I said, I'm really curious how the story is going to unfold. I do know for a fact that the game is unfinished for MGS5 because Konami pretty much booted Hideo Kojima out before he even finished the game. So unfortunately, I do know that the game is unfinished, but I still want to play it. So we'll just have to see where it goes. But yeah. Another game that we're going to be completing this month as well is going to be Silent Hill 2 Remake. I'm pretty sure we are in like the last area of the game right now, and I'm pretty sure I'm getting pretty close to being the game. And so far, from what I played in Silent Hill 2 Remake, it's been pretty goddamn good. And coming from somebody that hasn't beaten the game completely, it's pretty much a blind playthrough for me. So going through the whole game and the whole process, has been quite a journey. And the story is really dark, considering it deals with a lot of heavy stuff like, depression, suicide, abuse, and a whole bunch of other stuff in there that I personally don't want to talk about, but it does deal with a lot of heavy, themes that, that does occur to people, to people in real life. And, like I said, the story and the characters you interact with, it almost makes you want to feel sad for them, in many ways. Especially, with Angela, even 80 to a certain extent too, even though he tried to kill me, in the last playthrough. But, it kind of makes you feel sorry for all these characters. Even Maria too. Maria, I still don't know what the hell she is. All I know is that she's not human. That's all I gotta say. I don't know if this whole Silent Hill is in James' mind or something. I have a feeling this is all in his head because, like, this is just pretty damn outlandish and pretty over the top, considering he's going around fighting creatures from the other world. But then again, that's also in the other Silent Hill games too. So I think half, you got the other half that is happening, and then the other half has got to be in his head. That's just the theory I got. Like, this game has I think 5 different endings as well. I think 6. So it ain't no way I'm gonna be able to get all the endings. That's for sure. That will require multiple playthroughs, and I do not got the time for that. So if we get an ending, we're gonna stick to that ending. Once we beat in the game, that's the ending we're gonna stick to. Could be a bad ending, could be a good ending. I'm not sure, but yeah, Silent Hill 2 Remake, we would definitely be beating that. In anticipation of Silent Hill F, which is also coming out September. And this is a new Silent Hill entry that is not, that is not set in the U.S., but it's set in Japan, 1960 Japan to be exact. And this is going to probably be the most interesting entry in the Silent Hill franchise. So this, I'm very curious to see how to do Silent Hill. I want to see how they do make their own Silent Hill experience, because I don't think we never had a Silent Hill game or even a movie set in Japan. So that is already pretty interesting already. And I think this game is also going to be dealing with a lot of dark and heavy stuff too that occurs in Japan too. So like I said, we are going to be in one heck of a ride this month. So we got not only Silent Hill 2 Remake, but we also got Silent Hill F, which, like I said, I'm looking forward to trying this game out. Hopefully it lives up to the hype. Hopefully it's just as good as Silent Hill 2 Remake, if not better. I think this game's going to be more melee based, considering that they shown her pretty much used to pipe through the whole game. Because we already know Japan's not, they don't really, have anybody owning guns over there. If you do, it's going to be a pain in the ass paperwork. So who knows, we might find a gun in this game, potentially, but I think it's going to be all melee from what I've seen. And I think that one probably might make the game even more interesting. Now you got no weapons, no guns to shoot them from the distance. You had to get up and personal and then slap them across the face. So, yeah, I'm curious about Silent Hill F. Hopefully, the game will live up to the hype. Hopefully, the game doesn't run like ass when it comes out, like even other Unreal Engine 5 games lately. So, hopefully, this game launches smoothly, so that way we have a good and smooth experience, throughout the whole game. And hopefully, hopefully it's a good game, because I have a high hope that this game's going to be good, since Silent Hill 2 Remake was such a good game. We've also been playing a lot of. We're also going to be introducing a new game that I've been checking out lately called Hell Is Us, and this is hate to use the term, but it is another Souls-like game, but it's not really a Souls-like game to a certain extent. Like, it does its own thing that kind of stands out from the Souls-like genre. It plays like it though, in terms of the combat and the feel. It definitely certainly feels like you're playing a Souls game, but it's a lot more. There's a lot more into it though as you keep playing through the game. And I think what fascinates me the most about Hell Is Us is the world building, the atmosphere of the game. I think that's what kind of keeps me hooked, and the fact that the game doesn't have any quest markers at all. There's no hand holding at all. You have to figure out the puzzles, figure out to do the side quests on your own terms. And there's not many games out there that do that anymore, where the game just lets you do whatever the heck you want, essentially. And I really like that idea. And surprisingly, too, the game runs good, and it is an Unreal Engine 5 game, so the game is pretty optimized. Combat is okay. There are some mechanics in there I'm not really a fan of, but the combat is serviceable, is doable. It's not bad, but there are some things in there I don't like. But so far, I've been enjoying Hell Is Us. It's an extremely interesting game. Very, very unusual game to the fact too is like the creatures you find there are very strange, but they're also kind of badass and iconic too, because the way the creatures move in there and the way they use their powers and abilities, they're definitely on the creep factor by 100. Like, this thing's like creepy as hell. But yeah, I think that's what's the biggest highlight of the game, is that you could just play the game at your own pace, whatever you want, and there's no restriction to it, almost no restriction. But yeah, the game pretty much lets you do whatever the heck you want. Solving the puzzles, you gotta do that on your own as well. So yeah, we might be playing some more Hell Is Us. I might consider making this a shorter playthrough, because I know I'm not gonna probably have enough time to do a full playthrough on Hell Is Us. With all these big games coming out too, so we're probably not going to be able to do a full playthrough on Hell Is Us, but I probably most likely will be playing the game on my spare time and beating it. And hopefully the game ends up pretty good. So far, I'm liking the game so far. Like I said, there's some combat mechanics in there I don't like, but it's still serviceable. I can still play through the game. I can still deal with it. So yeah, sit back and relax, and hopefully you guys enjoy the playthrough of coming out for Hell Is Us. Another game too that we're probably going to be playing a lot more too is Lost Soul Aside. Now, I am completely aware that this game has not been doing too well at all in terms of the sales. So it's very unfortunate too, because I think people just got bored out of the game at the prologue, and I do admit the prologue definitely dragged on a little bit too long for my taste. But I still powered through, and then once you get past the prologue, you start exploring different areas. That's where the game really starts to shine. Like, surprisingly, the gameplay wise and the game, is really good. Actually, it definitely reminds me of freaking Devil May Cry, from the way the game feels and plays. A little bit of Final Fantasy too in terms of the art style to it. But yeah, this game I heard has not been doing too well, which is very, very unfortunate, because I think it's a decent game. It's not perfect by any means, but I personally like the game, and I enjoy my time playing through the game, and I want to play more. As a matter of fact, I want to play more of it, but right now I just haven't gotten a chance to play it yet. But yeah, hopefully a lot more people will give Lost Souls Aside a little bit, give the game a chance. There's a demo out, you can try it out. If you don't like it, just don't buy it. But honestly, I think people are kind of sleeping on this game, and I think this is also one of the few games that runs decent on my PC at least. Granted, I did have to turn off ray tracing, because that game the ray tracing was killing the frames, or it was doing a lot of stutters, so I had to disable the ray tracing in it. But So far, though, I am really enjoying Lost Soul side. I think recently I have acquired the Great Sword, so I'm gonna definitely give the Great Sword a try. Seems like it's gonna be a whole lot of fun. My biggest gripe I have so far with the game is a Pacific boss fight that I fought at Mount Salvation. That's probably easily one of the worst boss fight in any video games I played so far. It is horrible, horrible, tedious, extremely boring, and uninspired. You just literally do the same thing multiple times until you knock his ass out, and it's just a stupid, extremely slow, irritating boss fight that just never ends. And if you make a mistake and you die, guess what? You gotta do all that bullshit again. So. But yeah, I definitely want to give this game more of a try. Like I said, this game has definitely piqued my interest, and I think people should give this game a chance if you can. But other than that, we're definitely going to be playing some more Lost Soul side for September. I think we'll also be making one more last video for Battlefield 2042. It's been crazy, since since I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 6 and I come back to 2042, I'm like, whoa, it feels completely different. So, but yeah, we're probably gonna be doing at least one more video before we end the playthrough for good. This time for good, 2042 ain't gonna come back after this. The only reason I'm playing 2042 right now is obviously the Battlefield 6 rewards, so that's the only reason I'm playing the game again right now. And second, the game is actually pretty fun too. Definitely huge leap up from Delta Force, that's for sure. Even though I personally like Delta Force, but after playing 2042 definitely nails it in the park when it comes to movement, gunplay, especially class balance as well for the operators. And 2042, because the operators in Delta Force that are not really well balanced, they tend to be a little bit too broken for my liking. And people know it, and people abuse the shit out of it. So yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes with 2042. Hopefully we'll get a good, decent match, and then we end the series there for good until the impending arrival of Battlefield 6, which I will be checking out Battlefield 6 at launch. I still wouldn't recommend pre-owning the game, but I'm pre-ordering the game because first of all, I want to show that off in my channel. That's going to be a big highlight. 2, love the shit out of Battlefield. Played that since 1942. And 3, it's part of my job as well as a YouTuber to show you guys, the game, and pretty much determine if you guys really want to buy the game or not. But yeah, we're all going to be playing Battlefield 6 for sure when it comes out next month. But yeah, 2042, that will be the end. Even make that video the last video for 2042. I highly doubt we'll come back. Of course, Saturday uploads is still going to be Rise of the Ronin still. I think I'm going to be going to the new region of Kyoto pretty soon. So right now I'm in the process of wrapping up all the exploration stuff, like finding all the collectibles, doing side missions on Indo for now. But once we get all that done, we are going to be moving to Kyoto, which will going to be the next battleground. If this is the case, we might be getting pretty damn close in being the game. I'm assuming. I'm just assuming, but I'm pretty sure we'll be getting to the point where we're all going to be getting pretty close in being the game, and that will be pretty exciting to say the least. Because Rise of the Ronin, we've been playing that game for a long time now, and to complete the whole playthrough as a whole, I'll be really happy for that to happen. And of course, Sunday uploads is going to be Silent Hill 2 Remake for now until we beat in the game. And there are 2 more games that I might be able to squeeze in this month. That is going to be Mafia the Old Country. Now, I've been actually enjoying Mafia the Old Country. Now, yeah, granted, it is very old school, very linear, very cinematic. It's kind of a slow burn too at the very beginning of the game, but once you start doing the missions for the family, that's where things get a little bit spicy and a little bit interesting. And surprisingly too, playing the game in Sicilian dub, most of the time the mouse do link, they do sync with the Sicilian dub. So we're definitely going to be keeping the Sicilian dub in the game for that little extra immersion. And yeah, we're definitely gonna be playing some more Mafia the Old Country. I'm definitely curious about getting new weapons, tack on bigger missions and all that stuff. I really want to get into town and doing that stuff in Mafia. And hopefully by the time we beat Mafia the Old Country, we will continue our playthrough for Mafia 2, which I started to play through years ago, but I lost the footage when I accidentally wiped my hard drive, so I had to play through the whole game again, which I wouldn't mind because I really did like Mafia 2 a lot. And now also gave me the opportunity of playing Mafia 3, which is the most divisive Mafia game in the whole franchise. So yeah, we're definitely gonna be doing a Mafia marathon. I already did the playthrough for the first remake already, so it is gonna be in my YouTube channel. Just look for it in the playlist or search for it. You will find it. But other than that, the last game that I kind of want to check out is Cronos The New Dawn. And this game is made by is none other than Bloomberg Team, the same guys who did the remake for Silent Hill 2 and currently doing the remake for the first Silent Hill game. So this is the new IP and their own take on survival horror. So this game has definitely piqued my interest, only because it's Bloomberg doing it, and I also like the aesthetics, the art style too that the game has. It definitely has a very heavy Dead Space feel to it, with the way the game plays. It's the third-person shoulder overview. You can stomp enemies as well. A little bit of Resident Evil too, because there are puzzles in there. You also got this mechanic too, where you have to burn the corpses too, or they'll come back to life eventually. So it definitely has very Resident Evil inspired, as with a little sprinkle of Dead Space in it too, with the creature designs and the weapons, all that stuff. So I'm definitely very curious in trying out Cronos The New Dawn. Hopefully the game is good. I heard good things about it, but I also heard that it doesn't run well. So we're just gonna have to see it and try it out for ourselves, and hopefully we'll be hopefully we have a decent experience, in playing the game, because I heard a lot of people are having a lot of issues with the game itself. So it's like, hopefully it runs okay on my end. No promises. And last but not least, of course, I forgot one other game, Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. Now, this game is definitely an interesting, an interesting change in terms of how the game is played. Like, this game is definitely doesn't play like the old Ninja Gaiden game, but it still piqued my interest. I absolutely do want to beat the game, so that way we'll be, on track and playing Ninja Gaiden 4 next month. But yeah, Ninja Gaiden 3 seems like the developer decided to make the game harder than it should be, and there are some moments in that game I'm like, dude, that's some absolute horseshit. So yeah, we just have to see how our journey goes in Ninja Gaiden 3. Hopefully we don't break a controller. Hopefully I won't die from cringe from going to the horrible stories that the game is having right now. But yeah, we're definitely going to be hopefully beating Ninja Gaiden 3 this month. So that way we'll be able to play Ninja Gaiden 4 next month. And yeah, I think that's all I got today for the September monthly update video. I can't speak English. Apologize for that. And yeah, I just want to end this in a little bit of a high note, also a little bit shorter than usual. But of course, I'm gonna want to give everybody a shout out. All the support that's been with me for a long time, as well as, of course, the new ones that have recently subscribed to my channel. Without you guys' support, I wouldn't be doing this. It's plain and simple. I will not be doing this, but because you guys keep coming back, watching my videos, commenting, liking, disliking the video, whichever you want to do, it's because of you guys are the reason I'm still doing this. Without you guys, I wouldn't be doing YouTube at all. But because because you guys are supporting and hit the channel, in any way, in any way or form, I'll be a happy camper. And I do hope that I will continue to upload videos in the future, and of course, keep you guys entertained. And we just have to see how it goes. But yeah, big shout out to you guys. Thank you for the support of the channel. Means a lot to me. And if you guys got any other games you want to suggest for me to play, like a game that I have never heard or played before, leave it in the comments down below, and I might consider it. Or if you guys got any advice of how I should improve the channel, also leave that in the comments down below too. Ask me anything. Leave some feedback, what I should do, what I should not do. Any feedback will help me improve the channel. So like I said, just leave in the comments down below, and I will take a look at it. But other than that, guys, I got nothing else to say. But other than that, I wish you guys a good weekend. I am gonna have a hella good weekend. Hope you guys stay safe out there. And before I leave, I almost forgot about this. If you guys are new to the channel, every month of the channel upload monthly upload video, I will be giving away free PC games for everybody to redeem. And these PC games are usually either AAA, AA, or indie. And pretty much what you have to do is in the comments down below in the section, I will be posting questions for you guys to answer, and all you gotta do is use the answer the questions correctly. Excuse me, I can't speak English right now. Pretty much you just gotta answer the question correctly, and that corrected question should be the one to fill in the missing letters and numbers on the PC game code key that I am giving away. If you can fill those out, and then if they are correct, you will be receiving that free PC game. And like I said, it could range from AAA, AA, indie, etc. So keep that in mind. And it is going to be PC games only, so keep that in mind as well. Will not be giving out console game keys. This is going to be strictly PC, so bear that in mind, okay? But yeah, I've been dragging on the video for too long. Without further ado, guys, stay safe out there. Have a happy weekend. And until then, I will see you in the next one. Peace.